Fermentation is a natural biological process that plays an important role in many traditional foods, including tape. However, this process can also produce alcohol in small amounts, and this raises an important question. Can fermented products that contain alcohol still be considered halal? In this video, we explore this topic through a case study of tape. Now let's begin our interview.
Okay, my name is Rifki Fadlur Rahman. You can call me Rifki. I am a final year student of agroindustrial technology.
Okay, since now you are our interviewer, can you tell me what experience do you have in this university?
For this topic, I have experience to learn about quality control, which is related to halal certification, and I'm also study a little bit about the hadith and the dalil of food regulation in Islam. As far as I know, tape is allowed to be consumed as long as the amount of the tape itself is not make you drunk or intoxicate you. Maybe the problem here is the water that produced from the fermentation of the tape, which is contain so much alcohol, which is not allowed to be consumed. For the topics, what I know is the natural fermentation is just same as the modern alcohol, which is true from fermentation process related to the microbes which produce alcohol. I think there is the same process, but the difference is the amount of alcohol that is produced. Maybe in the modern alcohol, which is the purpose of this process is making alcohol, so the microbes is use a special strain that is only produce alcohol in high amount. However, the natural fermentation, I think in this Indonesian culture, the microbes is used from natural yeast. Maybe the performance of making alcohol is different than in the modern fermentation. If the consumers consume the tape in considerable amount, I think it's okay. The point is it make you drunk or not? If not, you can still consume tape, but in some limitation. The amount of alcohol that is produced from tape is low, but it's still considered alcohol. I think the best way to face the tape is just avoiding it, or if you still want to consume tape, I think it's just small amount of tape, because the alcohol in this food, in this product is there is alcohol, which is some scholars forbid to consume alcohol even in the small amount. I think it's the best way to face tape problem is just avoiding it, because there is alcohol, which is some doubt in the regulation of that product. I think the reason why the scholars makes that opinion, because they don't want Muslims consume too much alcohol, even if it in small amount. If they are not give that opinion, the Muslim can, bending the rules, which is you can still consume alcohol in small amount but repetitively, which is not allowed. I think the best opinion you can have is that you can consume alcohol even in small amount as form as caution to protect yourself from alcohol. I think yes, it should be strict by government about traditional tape, because traditional tape making process, I think sometimes not to measure the alcohol content in their product. So the regulation to supervise the product is needed to protect Muslim from high amount tape in the market.
So the conclusion from our interview about the halal status of tape is the pro side emphasizes that the alcohol in tape is naturally formed, very minimal and not meant to intoxicate, arguing that context, culture, and intention should matter when determining its halal status. Meanwhile, the contra side stresses the alcohol remains alcohol regardless of the amount, expressing concern that allowing small percentage could lead the wider acceptance of alcohol-containing products and emphasizing the need for stricter halal standards. So that's the conclusion from our interview. Thank you for the attention.